So 19 people connected to the Sinaloa Cartel drug trafficking ring were, well, to a Sinaloa Cartel drug trafficking ring, were indicted in Seattle following nearly a 2-year investigation. The group smuggled large quantities of fentanyl, methamphetamine, cocaine, and heroin into Western Washington from Mexico, often using semi-trucks. The ring was allegedly directed by two brothers based in Mexico. The 37-count indictment named 19 people, including leaders, couriers, and distributors. As of late August 2025, 13 defendants were in custody, with law enforcement still searching for 6 others. The ring was reportedly run by Rosario Abel Joaquin Camargo Banuelos. I think I said that right. Let me see if I can flow with it. Rosario Abel Joaquin Camargo Banuelos, 31, and his brother Francisco Camargo Banuelos, 24, from Sinaloa, Mexico. Same home of El Mayo, like all of the big narcos. Like, I mean, even the guy who started the Guadalajara cartel or whatever is from Sinaloa. That's where all they were the farmers in the north or whatever that nobody, like everybody looked at them like they was just some slow country ass Pisces and shit. You know what I mean? But niggas leveled up. Authorities allege that the drugs were moved from Mexico to Washington via California, naturally, right up the goddamn, I don't know if that's a 10 or 5. Authorities allege, via California, and they say that it was distributed through the Puget Sound region from Tacoma to Whidbey Island. The operation resulted in the seizure of large amounts of illegal drugs and firearms, approximately 269 pounds of fentanyl, powder, and pills, with DEA officials estimate is the equivalent to 6.9 million lethal doses. So basically, they said they could wipe out the whole metro, like Seattle area or some shit like that. They said they found approximately 480 pounds of cocaine. Oh no, I think they were methamphetamine and 30 pounds of cocaine, 8 pounds of heroin, and more than 21 firearms and hundreds of thousands of dollars. So that's the bust right there. And that's like some designer ass guns and shit like that or whatever. But gee. The investigation was conducted by the Drug Enforcement Administration, DEA, Seattle Police Department, and Homeland Security investigators. Authorities had used undercover agents and wiretaps over the course of the 2-year investigation, and officials highlight that while this specific operation has been disrupted, the Sinaloa Cartel still remains a threat. Yeah, even with the honcho head just pleading out and handing over $15 billion in, cash, property, and who knows what else the fuck. It'd be funny if a lot of that shit was probably in U.S. banks and been taxed already. And saying that the pursuit of international leadership will continue, but it's like to the point of like how there's nobody else or whatever to tell on and shit. Like, well, who else are you looking for if you say that you got the guy? because we know this shit don't stop. That's why. Now, the Camargo Benuelos brothers were not among the 13 defendants that, you know, got picked up. You know, authorities are actively searching for them or whatever and have, you know, rewards and everything like that. The Sinaloa Cartel had, like, you know, a decentralized structure. They more so operate like how terrorist groups operate themselves as opposed to like a hierarchy, like a whole mafia. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got like these little groups and plazas or groups within the plaza. You know what I mean? So it makes it challenging to figure out, you know, what individuals belong to specific groups. Because, like I mentioned yesterday, I'm gonna actually post a clip or whatever today. But it's split right now between the Mayasitos and the Chapitos. You know what I mean? They banging it out for control. So, you know, while there is the Camargo, like Banuelos brothers, like their allegiance or what side they're on is not specified in there. But it did say that they focused on moving massive quantities of synthetic opiates and, you know, crystal meth or whatever, which aligns with the business model of the Los Chapitos. You know what I mean? Which are the ops if you're, you know, El Mayo. Now, at the top of the food chain, like I discussed, there's been a lot of wheeling and dealing with the government. And I wonder if this is the result of some big guys telling on some little guys to stay free and keep all of their money. Or are they just placing the crown from one head to the next? You know what I mean? Because when they wanted El Chapo, he was the most dangerous and influential trafficker in the world. And now, you know what I'm saying? El Mayo is the mastermind and Chapo was just a figurehead. And like I said in the video yesterday, bro, like, who do y'all think is next up? And apparently they already got someone to go after next. The Camargo Benuelos, bro. So, yeah, let me know what y'all think about this in the comments too, man. Cartel rules in effect.